Ladies and gentlemen, a delayed reaction of a Manchester United's win against Brighton yesterday. That is 3 in a bounce, and God, how do we feel? It took me 24 hours to realize that we are on the right trajectory at the moment. Beating Liverpool at Anfield was a massive scalp, but this was the true testament. Can we string 3 wins in a bounce from a bogey team? Brighton, that hasn't really been our favourite opponents, losing the 3 consecutive meetings in a row against Brighton. Listen, we did it with conviction. However, conceding those 2 goals might be a little bit of a blip. I want to give a massive shout out to Rúben Amorim that is almost there for 1 year. He said we are suffering, and we have been suffering. But the atmosphere right now, the players, you look at the pitch, the formulation of the partnerships, the signings of our Premier League proven players, Cunha, Mbuemo, Cunha getting his first goal, Mbuemo scoring a brace. Oh my God. The mood is definitely shifting within the fan base. The team are starting to believe in Rúben Amorim's system, and the crowd is behind him. Yesterday, the stadium was electric. I haven't heard noise from Old Trafford in a very, very long time like it was yesterday. They were up for it. They were like the 12th player, like in the spare wheel, manning, demanding. But most important thing, we saw goals galore from Manchester United. When was the last time we saw Man United scoring 4 goals under Rúben Amorim? I can't remember. When was the last time we actually, saw out the game and had a little bit of control? Yeah, we've seen it under the latest matches that we are starting to see the game out. However, let's talk about it in isolation, because I thought every single player on the pitch fought for each other, fought for every single ball. We had control in the first half. Seeing Cunha scoring for the first time, brilliant. Scored the opening goal. Then Mbuemo. Then absolutely, I'm so delighted for Casemiro's. Even if there was a deflection, that was counted as Casemiro's goal for 2-0. So instantly I was thinking like, oh, here we go, Bournemouth, and then we have, the likes of our potential signing midfield, Belieber, which I thought had a stinker yesterday, got subbed out. I'm sorry you missed the audition, Belieber. But I thought that in the first half, it was electric. We scored 1, we scored 2, we controlled the game, and they had nothing to come with. Semi Lemon's goal was the calmness, did the simple things, salute, but that led also that our backline was solid defensively. Massive shout out because Captain Harry Maguire, ex-former Captain Harry Maguire was on the bench, or not even on the bench. He was carrying a knock. But on the knock-on effect, Matthias de Ligt stepped up and played brilliantly as the registrar in the back, in the middle. He was monstrous. He was tremendous, right? Luke Shaw did his part. He huffed and puffed. He did great. We also saw brilliant performance from Amad Diallo as well, formulating that brilliant partnership with Mbuemo on the right-hand side. That right-hand side was a killer in the first half, right? So instantly I thought, this is looking good. But going in the first half with 2-0, I always say that 2-0 is the most vulnerable result you can have when you go in a break. And lo and behold, we come out firing on all cylinders, scoring a 3-0. That was beautiful. A 3-0. Wow. We got to talk about that. But then I think what happened here was Rúben Amorim was trying to sort of rotate the team. Comfortably sitting on 3-0, why wouldn't you as a manager? That's a risk you take. He takes off Luke Shaw, put it in heaven. That was sublime in my opinion. He subs out the midfield, takes out Casemiro, who was absolutely almost man of the match in my opinion here. Because Casemiro, aging legs, needs a little bit of rest, puts in Ugarte. Ugarte didn't do anything wrong. We saw multiple substitutions, Kobe Mainoo coming in, taking off Benjamin Sesko that almost scored as well, putting Xerxes, create a little bit of an unbalance, right? And that's how we capitalized. Patrick Dorgu was also coming in instead, right? For Luke Shaw. But what happened is that Dalot switched sides with Dorgu. Dorgu took over the left-hand side. And that was silly from Dorgu. You can argue to the point that, yeah, there should be a red card, but it doesn't matter, right? Dorgu should never have made this mistake because the ball, I think it was Minte, the ball was already bouncing, going towards Semi Lemon. So there was a silly pull down, right? Shirt pull, I think it was. And that was absolutely leading to who else? Who else always steps out and scores the goals against us. Bloody hell, right? Welbeck always scores a goal. Ex-Man United player. What a beautiful free kick. I thought that Semi Lemons was a little bit wrong position. He could have saved that, but it was a brilliant free kick. I will not take that from Brighton whatsoever. Then they scored a 2-0. 3-2. And I was thinking, oh no, is this going to be one of those games that we are capitulating mentality? We didn't. Guys, they threw everything at us. Everything at us. But here was the different side of Manchester United mentality monsters. We saw the game through. Right? We were defensively strong. And in the dying minutes, the beautiful flick from Sesko to Mbuemo. No, actually Bruno. Yeah, it was actually... Who passed it? No, it was Aiden Heaven that passed it. Bruno Fernandes did a shimmy. Let the ball go. But if you look at Bruno Fernandes, what he did, he scanned it. He saw Mbuemo's run. And the ball came to Mbuemo. And what a shot from Mbuemo. Buried to 4-2. Goal. Done. Deal. Bosh. We are in the top 4. After the game, I believe that the spirits are very high. Among the fans, you can feel that there's something special going on. Rúben Amorim. If I go back in Rúben Amorim's career, coach at Sporting, happened the same time his first year. Took him 1 year until he started to win the league. Can we now go and win the league? Nah, I don't want to get giddy. But barring that Liverpool lost against Brentford, there's 4 losses in Premier League in a row. And they spent 450 million down the drain. And Liverpool loses again. That must be crisis. Well, Man United are reaping the benefits of winning 3 in a bounce. And the next game, we're going away for a bottom league charge, Nottingham Forest. We ask for, can we actually win against the mid-level team tables? We have proven that now, right? It's that what matters, right? We absolutely send Brentford where they belong, at the bottom half or the mid-table. We should certainly go to Nottingham Forest, that are a wounded animal, and bury them away. That could be 4 in a bounce. And comfortably, we're sitting in top 4. As it stands now, I know that Arsenal is playing Crystal Palace. That could be a decisive game as well. If Arsenal win, they sprint away, which is good because I don't want Liverpool or the Scousers from Manchester City to win another title again. If you ask my opinion, fair play if Arsenal wins the title this year. They haven't won a title for ages. So I wouldn't mind, although they are kind of our rivals. But I'm looking at us at the moment, and Manchester United. We take it game by game, and we do have winnable games for seeing ahead. With the momentum building, with confidence building, we are scoring goals, we're finding the partnerships. Who would say that we can now win 4 in a row, 5 in a row, and cement ourselves by Christmas in the top 4, which is the trajectory of this team. Finishing 15th in last season, to end up by end of the Christmas comfortably in the top 5, top 4. That is how I'm going to raise my standards and judge this team from this moment. Guys, according to my opinion, the man of the match is so difficult to pick. There's so many players. I would say De Ligt, I would say Casemiro, I say Mbuemo for scoring a brace. The whole team was the man of the match for me. But Cunha was instrumental as well. But if I have to look at the backline, De Ligt definitely takes the man of the match from defensive perspective. If I look up front, Mbuemo, in my opinion, that is my 2 man of the matches. And kudos to Rúben Amorim. You got this one right. We are suffering. Hopefully we will not suffer anymore. Guys, this has been Mick Ruby enjoying my pool Sunday day off. And I'm going to watch Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. As per usual, let me know in the comment section below. Are you happy that Manchester United are kind of going on a run at the moment? I certainly am. 3 in a bounce, baby. We're sitting in top 4. Might change after today's game result to 5th or 6th. But who cares? We are very connected to the top 4. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. And have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Send it.